Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Li Hui, your host for this podcast, and you're listening to the Just Little Things in Life podcast. This is the 23rd episode of this podcast. So do you guys know that I also post video of every episode on YouTube, IG, and Facebook? If you prefer to watch video podcasts rather than listening to audio podcasts, feel free to visit our channel account, Just Little Things in Live Podcast, to watch them. Okay? And also, I post short clips of every episode on all my social media accounts too. So make sure to watch those IG Reels or YouTube Shorts and take away the highlights of each episode. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, today I want to talk about changes. What do you guys think about changes? Like any changes in your life, relationship, habits, study, work. Like basically, change is everywhere, right? If you hate changes, I think you are living a pretty miserable life right now. But I was that kind of person who disliked changes. I wouldn't say I hated it, but definitely I was not a big fan of changes. I remember when I was in high school, I was thinking, should I or should I not change my club from basketball club to music composing society? I mean, this is like a simple question, right? Usually people make this decision for they took like probably 1 day or 2 days to make the decision. But I took 2 months to decide, should I transfer from basketball club to music composing society? So wow, 2 months to decide. So why is it so long? Because I didn't want to give up something that I was really familiar with. Like one of the problems of me is that I get attached to things very easily. It's a feeling like the outside me didn't like the idea of practicing basketball under hot sun for 3 days a week, oh my god, and after school. So the outside me wanted to quit basketball club. But the inner me, the inside me, was afraid that if I quit the club, the basketball club, my teammates or my friends would think that I'm a loser and I didn't actually know what to do after other than basketball, or I didn't actually think that I could do well also in music club. So yeah, I struggled for 2 months to decide on this, but at the end of the day, I changed my club. I transferred to a music composing society. So it was quite a good change, actually. I don't regret that. It's not like I don't love basketball or I don't like basketball. It's that I was free from the hot sun. This is the problem here. Last time when I was in high school, our basketball practice is after school. So can you imagine, after school, after 8 hours of study, last time I used to study for like 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So yeah, 8 hours of study. And you're really tired, right? You're really exhausted. And you still need to practice under the hot sun from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Sometimes I remember the weather was so hot, like I felt like fainting. So yeah, it was unbearable, the hot weather. But I love basketball. It's just that it was not the life that I want. It was not the practice that I want to be. So yeah, I made a good decision of leaving basketball club, and actually changing to music composer society was one of the best decisions that I made. I get to make new friends, meet new people, learn new skill, learn how to arrange chords, listen to the chords in pop songs. It was actually a good opportunity for me to dip my toes into the music world, and actually made me realize that I'm also a big fan of music. So yeah, not all changes are bad. Some are good too. But today my aim is not to discuss about changes, but actually changes that happen after plans are made. I bet that all of you have experienced this before, right? You make your plans. For example, you want to go to the beach today, but then it rains. Okay, I'm giving a moment of silence because this is really a disappointing thing that happened. I mean, it almost happened to everybody at least once in their life. Or for students, like you make your plans to study hard. You want to be extremely productive today. But your mom just keep calling you to do chores and for her, and your siblings just fooling around you. So you can't concentrate and your study plan is ruined. So yeah, you feel like a loser because all your plans gone wrong. For me, recently, I really experienced this feeling where my plan was ruined because of an unexpected event. So when I was enrolled into my university, I was required to take an English exam. The aim of the English exam was not to test your grammar nor vocab. Not that they are not important, they are still really important. It's just that the marking point of the exam doesn't center around grammars or even vocabs. So quite simple, right? It's quite a simple and straightforward exam. The exam was to test our critical reading skill, and we are taught to write an academic essay that we can cite from the text given. So it was pretty straightforward, right? I mean, read, understand, analyze, extract, and write. Pretty straightforward. But I didn't get the band that I wanted. But at the end, make it simple, I need to take a semester of English class. Wow. I didn't actually expect to still take English classes when I'm in university right now. When I saw the result, I was like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Really? I thought I was pretty lucky during the exam because I got a question that I was familiar with, a question about a general social issue, and I was really confident that time. And I cited all the information and sources that I used in the paper. I followed every single instruction given, and I got a lower band. So when I was planning my semester 1 timetable, I didn't actually expect this to happen. I didn't expect to take an English class again in my university. Because of this unfortunate event, because of this lower band, I am forced to shift some of my classes around. And at the end, I have to give up a French language module and also my trip to Paris. Oh my God. So yeah, things changed. My plan was ruined. But what can I say? Who can I complain to? Maybe my way of writing didn't fulfill the criteria of academic writing. Or maybe my grammar was lousy. I hope not. Maybe I just got unlucky and got 1 mark below or 1 mark less to pass the exam. But who knows? I don't know, right? So what can I do now? I mean, the only thing that I can do now is to accept I got a lower band, shift things around, take an English class, and get on with my life. Yeah, so sometimes changes really go beyond plans. Actually, we have a saying in Chinese that represents the same meaning. 计划赶不上变化. So yeah, changes really go beyond plans. But I guess I can only accept my faith and hope that something good will turn out from this unexpected twist in my life. It's like a blessing in disguise. Maybe, I hope so. I think everyone has experienced this before, where you work so hard, extremely hard, to make sure things go the way or work the way you planned or you wanted, but God just decides to make fun of you and life just decided to play a joke on you. So a lot of times we get depressed of these unexpected events, twists in our life, and guarantee that our mood is totally ruined by them. But oftentimes, I think we, normal people, often forget that these are the experiences we will never ever forget. Events that probably will change our whole life, and they are stories that we will tell our children when we are old. So these changes, although they are unexpected and no one likes them at all, but we can't actually deny, at least for me, that changes are special and they make our life better, more interesting, and less boring. Yeah. So after you blame life of playing a joke on you, take a moment to embrace the change that happened. Try your best to move things, shift things around, I'm sure you can, and adapt to the change and continue with your life. Like what I've just said, sometimes change can be extremely rewarding as well. The decision that I made to change to a music club actually unlocked a musical side, a musical part of me, and I knew myself better since then. And also, we should not forget that sometimes to embrace and accept change is pretty fun, pretty interesting. It's like setting off a journey without knowing where your destination is. It's damn scary, I know. It's damn scary to do that, but at the same time, exhilarating too. Yeah. So I've shared the changes that happened to my life, both in the past and present. How about you guys? I'm sure that there must be some changes that happened to your life before or changes that are going on right now. And as I just said, you will remember them or you remembered them because they are special and unforgettable. How about sharing them with me? Okay, you can leave a comment below and share experience with changes with me and our fellow listeners. So today's recommendation, I want to recommend a radio show. Actually, it's a live broadcasted radio show. It's called Studio Moon Night, hosted by Moonbill of Mamamoo. It airs on every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Naver Now. Time is 9 to 10:30 p.m. Korea time, 8 to 9:30 p.m. Malaysia and Singapore time. Studio Moon Night on Naver Now. In every episode, Moonbill will invite guests to her show. Usually, the guests are K-pop artists like girl groups, boy groups, solo artists. I started watching this show, Studio Moon Night, purely because I am a big fan of Mamamoo and especially Moonbill. Girl crush, right? But at the same time, watching Studio Moon Night actually made me to realize or discovered a lot of new songs, rising artists that I never knew, and they were all really talented. So make sure that you listen to Studio Moon Night, airs on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Have a nice day and goodbye!